Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's solve the third problem of house robber series. So this is a third problem. If you haven't solved the first and second, first attempt them and then come to this problem. So in this problem, like we have the thief, and thief is trying to steal the monies from the houses, and houses here in this time is forming a binary tree. So thief has to rob the houses in such a way that two adjacent houses, like two directly connected houses, is not robbed in the same night, like directly linked house, which means if we rob this root, then root dot left and root dot, like directly connected left and right child will not be robbed on the same night. So we have to determine the maximum amount of money thief can rob while following this rule, so that it will not call the police. So in this example, if we see, if thief is rob this house which is on the root, then thief can't rob these two houses, then it can only rob the houses after these two houses. So which is this is the child of the root and this is a grandchild of the root. So once we like thief is robbing the root, then we can have to go on the grandchild, so which is this 3 and 1. So total robbing money here in this example is, if we go with this, is 7, 3 plus 3 plus 1. And if this guy don't rob the root, then that thief can able to rob these childs, left child and right child. So in that case, if we rob these two, then we can't rob these two. So overall money is robbed by this way is 5. So 7 is more than 5. So the maximum is money can be robbed here is 7. So how we will solve this problem? Again, here in this problem as well, we can include or exclude and take the maximum possible. So this problem, if we know the maximum from the left subtree and the right subtree, then we can generate the answer for the root overall tree. So this problem has an optimal substructure. So let's think how we will solve this. So in this example, we can, so this is our root. So from the root we can first rob it. If we rob it, then we have to discard these which is directly connected, and if we don't rob it, so if we root is not robbed, then we can go to the childs, directly connected childs. So these are the, in this case we can go here child is. If we are robbing, then we will go to the grandchilds. So these are the grandchild of roots. So here we will solve this that way. So first of all, we will rob, like come up with this. Let's say in case of if we are robbing the root, then we can add that amount, root dot value, plus we will call this root dot left. So if, and here as this is a tree, so we need to, before calling left, root dot left or root dot left dot right or left, then we have to first check if root dot left exists, then we can go to the grandchild. There are two grandchild from the root dot left child, which is root dot left and root dot left, and similarly the right of the left child, and also two other grandchild from the right child, which is root dot right dot left, and another is dot right of right. So these are the two. So we will take the sum over these all. So this is a 1, and then we will also find the answer from the, if it is not robbing the root. So in that case, we just call method for root dot left and plus the root dot right, the robbing money from the maximum money from that right call. So if we sum up them, and then we will take in this part, like this is our first part, and the maximum of these both part. So this will give us a maximum money. So let's quickly implement this code recursively. So first of all, we will check the base case. If there is no node, then we will just return, we can't rob anything. Then in that case, we just return 0 here, and otherwise we will get the value which is, let's say, initialized from 0 right now. Then if, let's say, if the first case we are building for like root is getting robbed, then if root dot left is not null, then we can write val is the maximum from the grandchild of two grandchild of left child, which is rob root dot left plus rob root dot left dot right. So this is from the left child and same from the right child. So from right child we do right dot left and right dot right. So this is the money. Now we will just return this, the math dot max, which is from root, like we are robbing the root dot val plus the val we calculated from the grandchild's other, or robbing the from the root dot left plus robbing the root dot right. So this is the two way. If we, this is a recursive implementation. So let's compile this code, and it is success. And if we submit this, so this code can be accepted in some of the language, because there is test cases, not tight test case. But if we see the overall time complexity of this solution is like every time we are taking 2 calls, so for every node this go in the 2 to the power n, the time complexity of the solution will become exponential. So let's see the, is there any, if we call this is root, so let's, root is represented here root, and we can do two things. If we include it, then we will call the grandchilds, which is from the root dot left and dot left right. So 4 calls like for the rob, and then right dot left and right dot right. So these are the 4 calls we will make in case of if we are robbing root. If we don't rob the root, then we will call root dot left here, left it, and root dot right. So further, if this is the root, again root, and we call from here, then either we rob it or not rob it. If we not rob it, then we will call root dot left. So if you see, this is a repeated sub problem, as we already have here as well as here. So we are doing lots of repeated sub problems. So this has both the DP property, which needs for dynamic programming, optimal substructure as well as overlapping sub problems. So we will cache the result of the sub problem based on the tree node and then reuse once it calls. So for caching, we just use a very standard data structure, which is map tree node, and the output here tree node, which is, let it call map new hash map, and here we will check if map already contain map dot contains key for the current root, then we will return map dot get the whatever value for that root already there. So this will be written, and otherwise we will first calculate and update into the map. So map dot put root and the value which will come from here, and then we will return this value from the mode. So this is the, we are caching. So let's compile it again and let's see if it is compiling. Yeah, code is compiling. If we submit this code, so this will improve the performance. So now every time we will visit the each node only at max once. So the time complexity of this solution is O of n, and also we are using the space, which is can go O of n as well. And the time complexity I didn't included this recursive in a space complexity I didn't included the memory used in the recursive stack, that is separate. So this is how. But if you see, every time we have two options, like we can, for the root, every node, like let's say on the current root, we can include or we can exclude it. So instead of going every recursive call, if we maintain a 2 variable result, like first on the 0th index and the 1th index, on 0 index we will maintain the result like we are not including the root. And second case, if we include the root, so this is the second case. So how we will generate? So if we know the result of root by including or excluding, then how we will make use for get the result? Like if we know the result for the root dot left and root dot right, like subchild of our tree. So let's say this is 3, 1, 2, and then further these branches go down. If we know the result of this guy including or excluding, this guy including or excluding, then how we will generate the result for the parent of these two? So there is two cases. The one is not including this root. So here is, I have created this is the code. So first case, so once we get the result from including or excluding, we will return the maximum over of these two, and every time here if root is reached to null, we will return this empty array of like both of them 0 0. Otherwise we will call the left subtree and right subtree and get the result for them, which is on the left and right. Once we got the result, we will create a result for the current node. So for the current node, the by not including, so if we are not including, then we will just take the maximum of from the two values of the left subtree, whatever. Similarly for the right, so maximum over these and sum them these two, because we have to sum up all the money, because whatever maximum we are getting from left subtree and right subtree, we will take that. If we include, then this is straightforward. Then we can't rob the, if we are robbing the current root, then we can't rob the root dot left and root dot right. So we need to take the only the values from where it is not robbed, like root dot left and right is not robbed. This case is 0, like 0th index we are saving the amount of money, which is in that case that node is not robbed. So this is how then we will return this result, and here we will take maximum over. So try it out. This is, and now if the time complexity of this solution is same as O of n, the previous solution, but the space complexity is optimized. Is just we are using two variable, so like the int of 2, hence the space is nearly is a constant space. So if you like my solution, hit the like button and try to solve this problem. It's a very good problem, I feel. It's include a tree plus dynamic programming problem. So try it out, give a try, and if you like the solution, hit the like button, subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.